Wake up, wake up, wake up. I got a trick. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Happy Thursday, and happy fake Merry Christmas. I'll be right on back. Happy Thursday, Grand Rising. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Please don't say shit about my fire alarm battery thing. I'ma change it. It is beeping. I don't want to hear that shit, y'all. I love y'all. I need some form of music, so being that my phone wanna try it, it's always, if it's a will, it's a way, y'all. Better get y'all a radio. Remember like the old radios? I went and got me one from the Family Dollar before it closed down. Trust me, you got to start getting this kind of stuff, because when this digital stuff go out, you still got you some entertainment. Telling y'all. It seems crazy, but I'm being honest. Hey, happy Thursday, handsome. Hold on.
All Christmas music on Wish 99.7.
Oh, well, it's Christmas, y'all. Hey, we got music. Hold on. It make the conversation better, don't you think, y'all? How y'all day starting now? Do it feel like Christmas to y'all? Grand Rising. Damn it. Hold on. I'm a little out of place, but I'm in good energy this AM. You know, I ain't up crying. I ain't thinking about other people opening up no presents and, you know, me being home by myself and stuff like that. No. I woke up with good energy, so I wanted to share it with y'all. Let it be contagious. Let y'all do the same. Understand that you got good energy. Share that shit. That's why you have it. You understand it ain't for you to hold it. Give it out. A lot of people, believe it or not, who have not done the work but are doing the work gonna need that energy, because some of them don't have that. So being that you got it, want some of it, not all of it. Hold on. But where it's a will, it's a way. You see how they usually be tripping on my page with the music, because Spotify, Apple, and all that shit is tied in with they company, so they making money together. And then when they ain't, then that's why they ban our stuff. Anywhere where some money can't come into play, they doing it. But they can't mess with the radio. Remember, it's another frequency. It's plugged in the wall. Let's pay attention to that, y'all. Let's pay attention to that. But anyway, how y'all AM starting off? Did Santa Claus bring y'all what you want? Did Santa Claus bring you what you want? Was you naughty or nice all year? Santa Claus sounds so much like God. I'm telling you, he got a list, checking it twice, gonna make sure you're naughty or nice. All us been naughty. Hell, we ain't had no motherfucking choice. We got demons attached to us, and we been living with demons. So what you think? Have we been naughty or nice? No. In order not to get ran over, you gonna be a little naughty. Like, yeah, bitch, you ain't gonna get that lick. I'm gonna get mine too, you know. You don't mean to be that way, but y'all know this a game we live in, and some of us gonna play it to the best of our ability, especially if it insults our intelligence on who we are. And that's on the ones who are self-discovered and did the work. So you think you're going to let certain people come in your face and play in it, although you are evolved? No, 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 no. And this is where we're gonna really have to come into play now. Moving into this fake 2026, we're gonna have to be elevated, but we definitely gonna have to come back. Remember, we're healers. So that requires healing people. And that means on each level, dimension, we're gonna have to heal different people. And guess what? You in your human suit too. You got to be healed too. Even though we healers, we have to be healed as well. So it don't get to be like we all top mighty. Cause this the problem we having with this authority thing. One person or everybody want to feel they better than the next person when we are equal. We different, but we equal because we are oneness. We come from one. If it is just one God, it's like a big piece, about like a big hunk of something, and you just a little particle. You a little particle of that greatness. That's why we are many things. That's why when certain things come in your life and it troubles you, we have to really dig and know, who are you? My mom used to always say that. Who the man? You the man. That's right. You got to understand who you are. And you got to stand up in your spirit against anything. And we really finna have to stand up and spice up our spirit for 2026. Because we already see the plan every day, something different coming out. Even though we don't pay attention to the news don't come on TV no more. The news come on here now. This way I see my news. And it's a lot of fake news too, y'all. Y'all gotta, that's why eat the meat, spit out the bones. Even with me, if it don't resonate, take a little. Take what do resonate with you, but don't wholeheartedly take everything that I say or anybody else say. Let it resonate, and then you go do your homework, or it will reveal itself to you itself, because you already don't got it in your head and you asking the universe for the rest of the answers. So you trust me, you'll know if you on the right path when you talking to certain people, and the higher power making it that way, because we supposed to be the examples of the teachers that we wanted, that we needed in school, because school really could have been a great benefit for us. But it was the way that they tried to teach, and it was the shit that they was teaching that our spirit already knew it didn't resonate. It just didn't. So it caused us to be rebellious, because we knew they was playing in our face. And then even though that term went out like in the 80s and 90s and stuff, but that's what they was doing. They was playing in our face. So the only way we could express ourselves is our behavior. And so we rebelled and would be bad because you wanted somebody's attention. Like, I don't like what they saying. I don't even like the teacher's spirit. And a lot of us knew, when you start talking about this stuff, I think a lot of it come back up. That is the dark night of the soul, and you get to put it in place. Some of the teachers were racist. And we felt that, and we knew that. You understand? But some of us had parents that cared to investigate, and some of us had parents who enjoyed their time being home, or they had to work. One of the two. They were just glad the kids was away, and they get to watch the stories and the talk shows, and then the heat of the night, and the Griffith show. You know, all the things that they used to do, which now that I'm grown, because once the shoe switch, that's why you have compassion for your parents. You understand? Because you wasn't no adult then to know every day they did have to get up and move around, and why and how it felt to move around. And then you have brought a soul or a spirit in this world that you got to care for and guide. You understand? And just cause we got the same blood, like I said last night on my live, sometimes we are older than our parents. And this is where, in my opinion, with me and mine, the disconnect come in. Because it's disconnect and it feels to them disrespect. Because you are here to really teach them, but they think they teaching you. And they is. It's supposed to be a little give and take. Don't get me wrong. I mean, even though we children and we come with knowledge already and stuff, it's still things we look at them and learn from, good and bad. You understand? Because it's needed. Remember, I said we're warriors too, amongst a whole lot of other things. So we supposed to accumulate these different traits and gifts under our belt. We supposed to be a jack of all fucking trade. Period. You supposed to want to know a number of things that resonate with you. That I don't do construction work, shit like that. You feel me? Well, I mean, when you know your place, you stay in it. I'm into hospitality. They asked me when I was little, BJ, what you want to be when you grow up? Because that's my nickname, BJ. And I said, I just want to make people happy. I'm telling you. And that look, y'all, that's that people-pleasing thing. But to be honest with you, I do not think that people-pleasing is a all-in-all program thing. It's something we should balance. But if your heart is your heart, and you come into this planet with that spirit and heart, you really do. And you can't help it. And I don't think you really supposed to change it. And if I get anything out of Jesus, they did not change him. They did not change his heart. That is what I get from Jesus. That's why I say he's my brother. I will not let this world break me. Y'all, this world is set on breaking each spirit that comes through it. Exactly. And you learn that too. Trust me, that's why experience come. So you can take it in and you learn them very lessons. And then if you don't get it, that's why the cycle keep repeating. You know, because some of us, just like them tests they give us in school, we just like to keep taking tests. Even though I don't agree with the tests that they gave us in school, because some of them was very pointless and it was an insult to our intelligence and it was to slow us down. Because like with me, I'll be very honest with y'all, I had all my credits, but these motherfuckers wanted us to take an exit exam. Like, I already had all my credits and I'm an honor roll student. So I get offended real quick. I do. I mean, it's the Aries in me, and that's something I should calm down on. But when something is unfair and I know it and it's about me, I stand on it. So I dropped out. I did. And yes, I did go back multiple times. But when you see something, you can't unsee it. The school system been tainted. And this diploma thing, it's going to fade off too. Because if you don't look at it, look at the degrees that are. Let's talk about that, then go into this school loan bullshit that they doing. But these degrees, you don't went and spent all this money. Like I said, you don't stayed up all night. You don't sacrifice soap. You could have did other things, but you said you wanted to hire your education. But they put a fucking bucket up top of how you can get to it. That's even with being a doctor. I don't think it take all them years to be a doctor, because to be a healer and a herbalist, it don't even take that long to learn all of that, and it helped way better than them pharmaceutical ass, fake ass drugs that they push off into people's body. So that lets you know This shit, it was a scam. That's why I never say I wanted to be a damn doctor, a fireman, a police. It was too common. It was too low level. It was too surface for me. Everybody was picking that shit when we was little. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? You know, nobody didn't say a psychic. Nobody didn't say a witch. Because he was programmed to want to be a police or a hospital person because they made you think that all it was. But if you really think about it, that's a box. Once you step outside them occupations, it's way more. And then that's also with just helping, because it's multiple ways of helping each other, providing for each other. And we got to open our minds up and hearts and know this. Like I said, 2026, wake up, wake up, wake up. Yes, 2026 can be beautiful for us. We do have our foot on their neck spiritually, because this is something they really desire from us. They can't get us in them churches no more. And that's another thing. I saw through that when I was little. It was harnessing our energy. It ain't harnessing our energy. We not distracted by no preachers. We not distracted by trying to go and dress up and look better than each other. And this was some of this mentality come from on here too, y'all. You got to remember, everything is like a revolving door. And we have to break these cycles. You see that like that? When you evolving and stuff like that, we get caught up saying stuff like that, but it'll fade off the more you around people, because that's a curse too. That amen and stuff like that. That's why we say ashe and stuff like that. But when you know better, you do better. You understand? And that just come from being in church. Trust me, I never really cared to say it because it was like, amen. And I meant being an observant little kid and stuff, you questioning everything. Those of us that did question everything, they called us nosy and stuff. We was nosy for a reason. We was sent here to question everything that is going on, including the parents. Like, why you doing that? Why you smell like that? You know, and to them, that's rude questions, because you're supposed to be a good little obedient person and just ignore a lot of stuff and go play long as they gave you stuff for it. See that? That's why we are the black sheep, for a reason. And give yourself a pat on the back, because you are the way showers. We are here to show the true way. Are we perfect? Hell no. And if you lived here long enough, you know you don't desire to be perfect, because, bitch, sometimes I want to be bad. It's just that simple. Sometimes I have to flip the script. So in that case, I can't be perfect, and I'm okay with not being perfect. But as correct as I can be, or as upright as I can be, that's how you got to look at it. Then that's the road that I'm trying to travel now. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I'm just trying to impress me. Because, bitch, like I said, you want to take care of that child that you coming from. Because this is who had to endure the most pain through this lifestyle. So you owe it to your inner self, your inner child, to try and at least right the wrong that you see in your face. Period. You understand? But anyway, yes, it's Thursday, y'all. If you're looking at this video, you know 2026 is finna be up for us Earth Angels, Star Seeds, and Chosen. If you meet people and they don't know the lingo, this how I'm like, I'm good. Like I said, we not here to teach. And if y'all want to meet y'all divine partners and stuff, start using the lingo. Period, point blank. Test people. See what they know. See, with mine, I met mine and he was willing to know. And that what kind of got me a little food. You understand? I'll be honest. Anybody who willing to take the journey with me, I'm okay with that. You understand? Now, while we on this journey together, we got to work together in order to move progressively through it. You get people who get scared along the way, call a thing, especially when you're a warrior. Remember, we all supposed to be warriors, but sometimes you either get distracted or these demons just get on you and they can't keep coming. But y'all don't saw the warrior movies, Xena, Conan. It's for a reason. You have to keep going. You are that warrior, and you lose great love. Love you probably never find again. That's why y'all be appreciative to every relationship that you get, good or bad, because you never know when that relationship might be your last. Y'all out here telling people that your divine partner, some of them are with their divine partner. Everything is not easy. And everything's supposed to test your metal to see how strong. And if a person is worth it, you going to do your shit because you see something in them, even that they don't see. So the fact that you have that vision to see, so that lets you know it's there. It's there. It is. And some people, if you let them, they'll take you through hell trying to show them that side of them that you see. But some people not meant to always give up on either, because you have to switch the shoe on the other foot. Would you like somebody to just give up on you? That would be the same as if God, higher power, gave up on us. And like I just said, we not perfect. We make mistakes. Hell, we make mistakes and don't care about that we made them. How you think that make the higher power feel? So we have to extend grace to other people, to each other, just as we would want the Creator, our Creator, to do the same for us. And if we keep this mindset, I'm telling you, y'all, we will get along better. We will. No fake shit. And some people need a time out. Have y'all noticed some relationships, it's best when you is apart, you let people go on and they have to go on their journey. And like it always said, these sins don't happen for a reason. If it's for you, it'll come back to you. Sometimes you can't get in people's way. If they showing any kind of resistance, anybody, friends, family, hold your hands up and say, I'm not with this fight with you. Let you go, man. I came on this planet by myself. I want to make it less turbulent as I fucking can. Understand that. You feel me? So you just throw your hands up and be like, go ahead. You don't got to do all that funny stuff. Go ahead. Go see what's out there for you, because you have that right. You have to explore this world. And any of us who are chosen and star seeds, we move around a lot, and we move around a lot with glee, meaning we enjoy it, because we do know we are supposed to observe this world and the people in it. In order to be a speaker or a teacher, you have to know stuff, and you have to know stuff more than where you was born at. You can't know nothing if you have not moved around. So to have somebody and think you're going to put them in placement and not let them grow, it's the same thing as what's being done to us. So it's just abuse, y'all. We demonstrating abuse to each other. And that's why I said we got to look in the mirror and we got to cut it out. Because it's hurting us and it's harming us more, because together we are stronger. Period. Apart, we can be annihilated. Period. And the story can be rewrote very easy, as we're living now, as it's trying to be redone now. Because if you think about it, if they getting rid of all the so-called history, our history and stuff, it kind of seemed like they got a plan to wipe us out anyway. So I would start being more aware instead of paying attention to the P. Diddy and all them, because guess what? That's over with. These people is trying to get paid from us on TikTok and on car commercials, insurance commercials, makeup commercials. So that's how you know stuff desperate, cause you ain't never saw them like that. If they graced the TV screen, that was something nice. But they made the music. You see, remember when I said last night on my live, when these companies closing down, they'll utilize their employees in other places. This is what's happening. It's shutting down. Hollywood, Atlanta hood, all that anything with the celebrity hook, because we are the celebrity. And as y'all see, it's all about evolving, because this earth will cleanse itself, period, point blank. Not saying that it's going to be righteous, because that we will still have that mindset of church. You understand? It's a balance. It's a balance. It's a balance. So it's going to be still good and evil, just on another level. Remember, I don't think that's going to leave us till we leave here. We're gonna elevate and evolve, but it's always gonna be situations and problems that you got to figure out. Because remember, you moving on upward, and the more we move upward, it might be more problems and stuff that we have to deal with. You understand? But more so on a lighter level, because we're more so dealing with spirit, so we can really imagine and bring it forth. So then here, where we have to produce it with walking and moving our hands and things like that. So I mean, it's a beautiful thing, but we just got to tap on in, cause as you see, what's going on around us is not gonna get any lighter. It ain't gonna get no easier. And like I said, somebody need to step up and let's start making these groups in these states. Like, okay, I'm here, we can set up here. It don't take nothing, and it don't have to be nothing illegal. I could see if we trying to do something illegal. No, we doing something for our life. And if that mean coming together separately and then coming together collectively, we can do that. You saw the Million Man March and things like that. But we're not doing no protesting and things like that. We're doing building. We're building. We're not bonding. Remember, 2026 for any relationships, no bonding. We all have enough trauma that we can put in a book, on a video. As you see, we need to build. It need to be about action in the mind and in these hands and feet now with each other. If they don't get along with us, it need to be with the ones that get along with you. Because life goes on. It does. And we got to stand on that. I'm being so honest. If you ain't got the proof, look at, it's supposedly Christmas. Ain't none of y'all, do you got that spirit? Let that be an indication. But that means you evolving. I think if you don't have that, or you ain't out here faking that spirit and stuff, that meant your growth is you growthing. You are growthing. Because you know that it's the shift. You can feel it. If you in tune, you can feel it. You know, you go outside. I look up and down the street. I don't see, last year, people garbage cans usually be full with wrappers and papers, and children be on bicycles. No more. But some of us sit in the house and we just be like, oh, well, things just changing. No, anything that changes for a reason, something is behind the scene. Trust. Something is growing up, y'all, and it's duality. It's gonna be good and it's gonna be bad. It really is. But I feel like I said, if we know we got ones out here who think and move high, at least where you can trust them, because at least they on the same level. I would wanna trust y'all more, because y'all know what I'm talking about, versus somebody who don't. Because those are the ones that will switch on you. And we don't need people that's switching on us, especially with what's coming up. Because the Judas stuff is finna be very real. You finna get sold out. Why you think a lot of y'all spirit is cutting off people and moving to yourself? It ain't that you don't love them. You just trying to see who to trust. Because your spirit know it's moving into deeper waters. We moving into deeper water, so we have to sit and figure this out. And in order to figure this out, we have to get by ourselves. Like I said, don't none of us really like being by ourselves. We rather share our life with somebody else. But if it ain't the right somebody, because I get irritated real quick these days. I do. Even with a partner, I get irritated because when you know your purpose, the conversations that you having and things, it kind of goes like this. You thinking of ways to reach people and express changing the world. You got somebody who falling off and they rather look at Facebook and Instagram and talk about pointless stuff, then there go that resistance. That's that resistance. And you trying to grow. And you can't grow. So this is why the higher power see so many times you try and redirect that energy or redirect that situation like, okay, well, I'm being lenient. Guess what? Then you have to get by yourself. Yo, you trying to roll up. Roll up what? See that, y'all? Yeah. Roll up what? Do I smoke? Do you know I smoke? Since you gonna ask me, am I rolling up? If you rolling up, do you got it? Shit, you asking me. And do I know you? So how I'ma smoke it with you? See there, y'all? This the distractions that I be talking about. This the stuff get you through off. Look, random questions like this. You let it get you off your square. But hey, happy Thursday and Merry Christmas to you, okay? Go smoke to yourself. I'm sitting up here trying to connect and build. Happy Thursday, but remember, we don't celebrate Christmas over here. We're breaking that curse. It's so cute. That's a cute Christmas tree and a present, though. We breaking those curses. We do not celebrate those things. It was fun back in the day. But guess what? Once you know better, you do better. That's all. And it ain't to hurt nobody's feelings or put nobody down. Because that's never the object. But we are teachers, students and teachers. So if you got something to tell somebody, then you just tell them. And you over here with earth angels and star seeds. Most of them know that. You understand? But anyway, y'all. It is Thursday, so what do y'all got planned? A lot of y'all off. I know y'all off. So what is it? Is y'all gonna rest? Or y'all gonna eat? I know y'all gonna eat, but you see this food I don't even see no good food pictures online. Y'all know how you usually see a big spread and pay attention to that too. This stuff is made to break us. They know we unhappy. How you think they don't? You gotta work. See there? That ain't right. That ain't right. I don't care. Even Cracker Barrel closed on goddamn Christmas. Trust. And they ain't never closed. I'm being honest. I worked there 22 years. And that's not right. I would say call out, but people so malicious. Even when you try and call out, even with something serious, they nasty because they got to work. They want you to work. And let this be the reason, y'all. Do you feel this is fair? Do you want to keep going this? This is times when people get to spend time with their family because people leaving here every day. You don't even know if your significant other, I don't know your life. You don't know if your significant other, your children, your auntie, your cousin, this might be your last year to get to spend them memories with them. And they get to take this stuff away from us, all because we get to choose whether keeping a roof over our head versus spending time with our loved ones, which actually grows the heart and actually makes you a better person, because you might have something against one of them family members or something. And once you see them and you have a conversation with them, shit get resolved. So that's a lighter part of your life that don't got lightened up, but you missed out on that because you had to be distracted to go work for somebody who evil and just couldn't give you. It's that Scrooge. It's that Scrooge stuff. This is why we was told these stories, y'all. It's that whole Scrooge stuff. You can't, the world is off. Everything closed. Even fast foods really closed. I would hope that, and I hope they close down, period, soon, because they poison. But still, even they be closed on a Christmas. Used to be. But this lets you know how greedy of a society that we don't got into, and we have to cut this too, y'all. Money is not, and you see just as quick as they can change it, that lets you know it does not have no value. So we have to come out of this whole being money hungry and got to have money, because that's a whole nother distraction too. I work for a citizen. I want to do that myself. I love old people. I do. But I understand. That's a hard one, because somebody do got to watch them, but you shouldn't have to. Damn it. See how unfair life is, y'all? But the old people do need the, see there? That's right. Thank you. And you are Earth Angel. So you doing your purpose. I could see if it wasn't your purpose. You doing your purpose. So don't feel so bad, but still spend some time. When you got to do shit like that, do the reverse. Have your Christmas, if you participate in that, have it the night before or something like that. That way you can see the faces of your loved ones when you're doing that. It's a way around everything, y'all. I'm learning that. It's solutions. It's different solutions to everything. That's why they say when somebody tell you no, don't go with that one no, because it's always another yes somewhere waiting on you out there. See there? Thank you. But it's still not right that you had to work. But the old people need to get their damn family. You don't need to put them in these organizations. Don't y'all see they taking their money? They beating them. They be doing them old people so wrong in them facilities and stuff like that. And I don't went and visited some of them. Some of them stink. So that meant whoever cleaning up and stuff ain't spraying no Febreze or lighting no incense. It's in them homes, they make it like this. The old people don't got no color. I would have music playing all through the hall, because music really, music is a language. It wakes things up in you that been dead or you forgot about, and it bring your memory back. Haven't y'all hadn't heard a song in so long, and when you hear it, it bring back a memory that you thought that you lost, but then you be like, oh, I remember I heard that song when I was in the car with my mama when I was 6 years old. Things like that. Old people need that. I think they trying to make it seem like you down and out and your mind gone, and they stick you in places like that. It's another energy center. Anything that's a container, the jails, the schools, the churches, anything that ain't letting you be free is an energy center. And it's manipulating your energy. Why you think they got a time schedule and stuff like that for us? Because it's manipulating us. It's manipulating us. And we got to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. If they say I'm a preacher, I guess 2026, I'm going to be a spiritual preacher. Because guess what? We got to wake up. We really do. And it's right here. It's in our hand, y'all. It's at our foot. We got all the information. We tapping into all our gifts. Hell, we even got the support. Look at all the people y'all got on y'all page. Some of these people be giving y'all big money, making your life better and stuff like that. If that ain't no example for you, and be grateful instead of being greedy, because a lot of you is. I could see how you gloat and stuff. And just how it's gave to you so easy, it can be tucked from you so easy too. So, not saying being humble, but be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful for every moment. Be grateful for every minute, every moment. Period. Because it counts. It counts. Life is bad, but it's beautiful too. Remember, it's a duality to everything. So when we thinking it's all bad, remember, it's somebody out there got it way worse. Way worse. I'm single, but I have my own place. I ain't living in no one room or nothing like that. You understand? It's pros and cons to life. I got a little food in the refrigerator. It's somebody don't even got a refrigerator or no food. You understand? So it's the small things that we really, really got to be grateful for. And then the larger things, if that's what you desire, come to you. They come to you. But boy, when I get on here, I get to talking to y'all. I just get to smiling, and I hope y'all feel the same way. Like I said, but for those of us who are single, and it's not beating us up like, oh, we got to have somebody around, because I said all company ain't good company. You feel me? It's a certain type of company that you really want around you. So being that I can't have the person I want around me or the company that I want around me, I have an alternative. Yes. I have another outlet and an alternative. Y'all look at it the same too. You feel me? When you need an outlet, use this for what it is. Come talk to some people who on your level. You know they get you. You feel me? This is why it's designed. But like I said, we need to start utilizing and organizing some type of group. Yo, bro. I hate when people call me bro. But anyway, y'all see, this how you know you getting through to people. You start getting all these distractions. It's just the indication that be the enemy or something trying to throw you off what your message is. But trust, I'm here all day. I'm off. You have to create your life. This is what I do, y'all. Going to the grocery store is even an adventure for me, because these days everything has been limited. So I think that's on purpose. Remember, if you used to playing video games, they change it every time you go to a different level. You feel me? Some boards is fun. Thank you. Some boards on a game is fun. Some of them boring. You understand? But you still have to go through that level in order to get to the other levels. So with this level of life, it's not that much entertainment like it used to be, where you can just pop somewhere and go. So now it's showing you that you are a creator. See, this is showing you got to create your fun. We got to create our groups. We got to create our communities. We got to create our restaurants. We have to create our diet. We have to create our routine. Creator. We need to put that in 2026 too. Stop, and we are the creator. Period, point blank. And then the mindset need to be, everybody need to start thinking how what you gonna create gonna contribute to the communities that we are finna have to build. Not might, because you're not dependent on this system. This system don't show, and it's like a lover that really just don't show you they don't want you on multiple times. Hurt you in your face, did it in your face. Do not care if you didn't eat. Do not care if you don't got nowhere to stay. If that's not reason enough to know, it's a done deal. If you leave in relationships like that, it's time to leave this one too. Why should they be above anybody that we love, and we love them way more? We love the people who we share the life with more than them. So why should they be able to have more power over us versus somebody who we actually did build with and connect with? We ain't build and connect shit with them, but we let them rule us. It's time to exit. It is time to exit. And it's easy to do just that by just stopping. Period. I'm going to keep saying it. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and stop in 2026. Like I said, if y'all want to use that, do it. We need to pass it around because it need to be a movement. Hey, if y'all want to get some shirts made, we can do that too. These are the things we need to be able to give each other ideas, and everybody can stay floating above water. They can have this so-called fake money. You know what I'm saying? They'll have something to do. My soul could not take it. I just broke up with my ex-girlfriend for not showing love, talking to me with a cold shoulder. She had more growth to do. That's it. She had more growth. You evolving. Like, I think when these situations go bad now, we don't, and I'm sure you old enough now to know how relationships go. Once they fizzle out and stuff, it's like I said, they blessings and they lessons. They are. You come in them to learn, and then once you don't learn, you know you be in them relationships and you be like, you know something wrong and you just want to fix it. I feel once you have to get to that stage, it's time to step back for both of y'all anyway and let growth take place. Some more growth got to take place, but we don't be want to let go because you found a person who you prefer to be around versus all the other stuff that you know is around. You know, we know this dating pool is doo-doo trash. We know this dating pool is doo-doo trash. Trust me. And this is why a lot of relationships is holding on to what they got. And I'm being so honest with you. Because when you look outwardly or whatnot, it don't look good. So nobody can say, oh, you looking for something on the outside to satisfy you and shit. No, most people looking inside. That's why they stand in with what they got. But the thing is, what you trying to keep in harming you more than what's out there. So this is why the release is available for us. You understand, guys? Because, I mean, like I said, we working with demons. We working with a plethora of different things trying to take you down and stop your message, stop your energy, including the people who come and lay right next to you. And that's the hardest pill to swallow. Because, like with me, I put mine on a pedestal. I put mine on a pedestal because if I choose you, and that's the thing, if I choose you, then I'm going to make you feel chose. The higher power make us feel and know we chosen. So why shouldn't you pay somebody who you love? And that's another thing, y'all. Since I got the attention of men and women, stop the bullshit. Please stop fighting. Ain't nobody better than nobody. And this is a trap. This is a whole trap. It take a man and a woman, y'all do know that, to produce another human. Yes, a woman is the womb, but the man is the seed. It takes 1 and 2. Yeah, maybe before Jesus and all that, the woman made a baby by herself. But that is not been even recognized. But what we do have proof and eyes to see, we have saw childbirth. We have saw childbirth because that's how we got here. So since that's the proof that we got, it takes 2. Why is all this division about who's better and what amount of money somebody should make to be valuable to you? This is where a lot of us is missing this boat at with finding who's supposed to be for you, because you don't have so many people saying if somebody gonna contribute, they got to show up with this amount of money or with this type of physical wealth and things like that. And then when you get that physical wealth and money from the people who do got it, they dog you out or look down on you because they already accumulated this. This is why we have to go off energy and heart space, the compassion that a person have. That's why I said willingly. If a person willing to do stuff, y'all can get through things or whatnot. But if a person just, oh, well, you got to have this amount of money and this, that, that's no fun, because both of y'all ain't building to get to nothing. Y'all ain't building to get to nothing. You got to put in the work to make sure that a person worth even going down the mile or the road with. Cause you got to remember exactly when you meet somebody, you got to test them to make sure they the one. They testing you, so you got to test them to make sure they going that is longevity in what they was doing and what y'all building to do. But we got to start getting along. A man ain't better than a woman, and a woman ain't better than a man. Don't y'all understand? This has been programmed, and this is division. Now we finna do like how a good mama and family used to do. Now kiss and hug and make up. Period. Point blank. That need to be what we doing in 2000. We're not gonna get nothing out of all us putting each other down or saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman. Yes, you do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We need women and we need men. We need old folks too. We need everybody is needed. If they weren't needed, they wouldn't be here. Put it like that. It's needed. Dogs and cats, and you know how crazy some of y'all is about them animals. Some of you more crazy about the animals than you is about people. But everything has its purpose. Period, point blank. So we all need to get along. Stop just because you get disappointed. We gonna disappoint each other, y'all. I've learned that. That's why I don't even call it a heartbreak, really. My ex said, you hate me. No, I don't hate you. And I don't think you're a bad person, but you disappointed me because I had more faith in you. I put more, I just put more trust in that you was a type of person that you would follow through with it. You understand? But no, you didn't break my heart. You disappointed me. You let me down. People let you down. It's going to happen. It's no reason to hate them. Because believe it or not, if they did that to you, they still got some stuff to fix in them. Period. So if it didn't get fixed with you, it got to get fixed, or that same problem gonna keep being a problem. Who want that? Who want to deal with that anyway? They shouldn't want to deal with that, and then why would you want to burden yourself to deal with it, and they can't shake it when it is fixable? Because if you fixed it, and you looked inside yourself and saw, I want to go with purpose. I'm not going with material or earthly things. Or because I was abused and hurt, I'm going to just use that as my prison and stay shielded in it and use it as an excuse. Because those things are excuses now, y'all. Rape, molestation, sad as it is, we all got a story. That's why I said we're not bonding no more, because we've been trapped so much with other people's story. Because you would want them to be genuine, because this is what draw me in anyway. I can't stand to hear about nobody being molested and beat on and stuff. That make me just want to love you. But the fact that you got in your mind, I'm going to sell this sob-ass story and still go out here and be sneaky, conniving. When it's all said and done, you be like, I see why you was beat the fuck up and shit. And that's not right to say. But when somebody treats you like that, just put your feelings off like they really don't matter how you supposed to feel. And this is some of our problem. We turn the cheek so much. So many people so used to that. So now this is why I said, if they ain't speaking the key code words, resonate, understanding, any of this stuff, if they don't relate, then chances are they want you to teach them. And if you ain't in the teaching no more, leave people where they at with that. Say, go do your homework. And then if the world let you and us meet, that's what I told mine. If the world let us meet, then it'll be for us. If the world don't let us meet, we'll enjoy these memories and moments that we did share and build. Because at least nothing can take that away from you. And you have to look at it like that, y'all. So that's why when you in these relationships, live your best fucking life that you can. Some of them do be resistant. I was with one, we couldn't even go on no trip. because it was always something. I gotta work. I gotta this. I gotta this. I gotta that. We don't got the money. You make time for what you want. When you happy, you'll go on a trip with $20 if you have to go get on the bus, just you and that person, because you just want to spend that much time with that person. So you know the levels of love, y'all. What I learned out my last relationship, there are levels of love. Everybody don't love at the same level. And this might help y'all when y'all trying to put together, like, did they really ever love me? Yes, they did. It's just different levels of love. And you learn that from your mama level of love, from your brother level of love, from your grandma level. You know, you go through life and you see everybody don't love the same. So when you get out these relationships where you know that it was real in your soul, because you don't pick up just trash. You just know them people did love you. But like I said, when you happy and the enemy said, they send out temptation and demons, and one tail of the partners gonna fall to the temptation, and boom, there you go. The trauma drama in your life. Not even trauma drama. It just be the time to exit or whatnot. And like I said, some of us, we sit and we hold on because, like I said, you see something in somebody, but if it shows too much resistance, 2026, it's putting your hands up. But us earth angels, we done been through enough now, and we see it's others out there just like us. We really should be getting our divine partner soon. Wait on it, because everybody can be a wolf in sheep clothing too. So we don't have enough people who perform. Let your spirit be your GPS system, your detective, to find your divine partner. But then again, if you ain't really rushing and looking for that, find you. Uncover all the levels of you, and it's many. Then see who out there, because one thing about it, what's for you is always for you, and it'll be there. But anyway, y'all, it is Thursday. I at least had a little Christmas music for y'all. That's the best part of Christmas to me, is the music. And it used to be the music and the food, fellowshipping and stuff. But as you see, that don't fell off. But at least we still got the music. So y'all enjoy y'all day. I love y'all. Make sure you just spend time with your loved ones, because time is not promised to none of us. None of us. Cherish each moment, memory. If y'all finna look at some cartoons, some old Netflix, some Jeffersons, just take it all in, y'all, because tomorrow can be worse, or you couldn't even be here. Look at it like that. I love y'all. Go make some beautiful memories. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.